Hi everyone, I'm Jeffrey, and today I'm going to be making my famous whole food plant-based smoothie. I've already started with the first ingredient, my cashew yogurt. And staying with the whole food plant-based 100%, no dairy, no meat, no oil, no fish, nothing but whole food plant-based. I also found an alternate to the cashew is the Kite Hill almond yogurt, also very delicious, high in protein and great unsaturated fats. So the next ingredient I'm going to add is my blueberries. Now the blueberries, you can buy them fresh and seasoned, or why not save yourself some money and go to Costco and buy a 4 or 5 pound bag frozen. Organic and just delicious as fresh. You can also buy mixed berries there or a large bag of strawberries and have the tricolor. I've found that in trying to reduce my sugar, staying with the 4 berries, of course strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries are the lowest fruit with high antioxidant properties. So I'm going to add these to this now. And again, everything is pre-measured, but notice that I'm using a scale here, my Wheel of Life scale. You can get your measurements right in all your proportions and stay within the guidelines of the recommended calorie and nutrition amounts. So the next thing I'm going to add is my spinach. Now, I always use either a spinach or a kale, sometimes arugula, and on occasions I'll even use collard greens. Anything green. And we just stuff it right in there. Push it way down, stuff it in. That's the way, because we got a lot more things to come after this, and we have to make sure there's room for it. There we go, very good. Okay. And for this I suggest you just get a bubble pack. But the most important thing is that it's organic. Don't get any non-organic leafy vegetables, unless of course you're willing to spend the time to wash it very good. Okay, so we've got that now, and since everything is pre-measured for this video, I'm going to set the scale to the side. And next I'm going to add my flaxseed meal. This is great for your omega-3. I'm adding 15 grams of this, and I will be putting the recipe following the video on here. Typically, I've been using organic flaxseed from Trader Joe's. Wonderful product, but on my last trip to Costco, I found this big old 4 pound, 64 ounce bag of Bob's organic golden flaxseed meal. It's also very tasty, very wonderful nutty taste as well to go on other foods. So I've added that. Now the next thing I'm going to add to this is going to be my coup de grace, I guess you could call it, is the protein. And I'm using a Nutiva hemp protein powder. Now I've used a lot of protein powders, and some of them are delicious. Some are sweetened, you get chocolate, you get vanilla, you get lemon, strawberry, whatever. They're all good, but if you look at the ingredients, you'll find that there's a lot of extra ingredients in there. And I always get nervous when I hear extra ingredients. So I look at the nutrition labels and the ingredient labels very closely, and I found that this is nothing but hemp. And it's very high protein, very high fiber, and it'll give you almost half a day's minimum requirement for protein. So I've got this measured out here as well, so I'm just going to add this in here. Also a wonderfully nutty flavor that can go over as a sprinkle over other types of foods. Okay, we've got that in there now. And now it's time to add my liquid, which is going to be, today, almond milk. Now I like the Khalifa Farms almond milk, but there are a lot of great almond milks out there. Notice this is not organic, but I did speak with the folks at Khalifa, and while they cannot claim to be organic because of the incredible cost of certification for organic, they're very close to it, and their farms that they derive their almonds from are very, very low in pesticide and other harmful chemicals in growing their almonds. So I'm back on the scale here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 cup, which translates to about 200 grams. And I just add that slowly because it's starting to get full, but we definitely need some liquid in here. And I'm watching my scale as this goes, looking for the 200 grams. And I think we're just about there. That looks great. You know, there are other alternates as well. I mean, now that the plant-based milks are getting more popular, we've got almond milk. I have a wonderful almond cocoa mix, which gives a nice slight taste of coconut to it. Also, you can get cashew milk, which is quite delicious. There's oat milk, of course, soy, the whole soy world. I tend to get most of my soy intake from either tofu or tempeh derived, and especially I love my edamame with a glass of wine and a little bit of sea salt sprinkled over top of it. Okay, so we've got that. We're coming up toward the end here. We've got about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Today I'm using, again, Costco's, it's Saigon cinnamon. And I've recently learned that instead of using this, because it's not a real cinnamon, that you should choose Ceylon cinnamon, which is the real cinnamon. And so I like them both, and I just go back and forth between the two. This seems to have a little bit stronger taste, and I do like a stronger spice in my mixes. Lastly is my little secret ingredient. Now you could add some more fruits if you want to get sweeter. Certainly dates are a good option there. But any kind of fruits that'll augment the blueberries and bring out more sweetness if that's the way you like it, versus buying a sweetened protein powder. So I add a little bit of stevia. And I think 1 or 2 or 3 drops of this organic stevia glycerite is just wonderful. I use this in my herb teas as well. Just a drop, and it gives it a nice even flavor without the spike in insulin. Okay, so that's about everything now. So I'm going to screw the top on here. And my magic bullet has been with me a long time. In fact, I've carried this in my suitcase to Mexico and other places where a mixer wasn't available. So I'm just going to put this in here and kind of pulse it and shake it, pulse it and shake it. And get that yogurt down in the mix. Now we're just about there. Lovely. And there you have it, a nice whole food, plant-based smoothie with about 500 calories to start your day. Enjoy.